Alright, did that work? Okay. I have no idea how the microphone got turned off, but yeah. That was weird. Hello, Allie. I have no idea how the microphone got turned off on me there. Don't even worry about it. First bunch of the stream is probably just going to be me running around town, trying to make friends a little bit, and then maybe eventually working on more of the story. I'm going to move this down just a little bit. It's going to make the stuff clip, but let's see. Where was the chat box? Chat box is there. Make it. Oh wow, that makes it so small. It's fine. It exists. We know it's there. All right, let's go ahead and make some friends. Yesterday we made a few friends. We helped out the girl who was trying to learn what was it, English? Yeah, we helped out a girl who was trying to learn English. We helped out this business owner who I don't know, needed some help with that. I think we bought some stuff from a store. It was all just things. We did so many things. Wait, what is that menu? Why is that menu? Let's not have that menu. All right. So let's get back into this. But yep, pretty much after you tapped out, I don't think we did too much. Like, I think maybe I progressed the story a little bit, but a lot of what I did late stages yesterday was making friends. Let's see. Yeah, we are here. Nah, you're fine. I know how late I stream sometimes. It's, it is what it is. I think that's a better spot because of the way the stuff gets positioned sometimes, but yeah, we'll see. I'm doing all right enough. I was playing a game before this and I got a little frustrated, so my throat's already a little scratchy, but I'll be fine. Okay, where are we going? So we are complete friends with Kaide. She was the girl who wanted to learn English. I don't know what more we need to do over here. Over here was the guy who wanted help with his business. He runs Wet Kitchen, and yeah, he wanted help figuring out how to run his business a little better. Oh, we haven't visited this person. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people we haven't even introduced ourselves to. So let's run around a little bit more and say hi to some folks. I don't know why the Smile Burger girl isn't giving us anything new to do. Because, like, she seems like this isn't the one. This isn't the Smile Burger that has an upstairs. So,
hey,
it's you, sir. How's our Smile Snapshot doing? Well, actually, it's been chosen for the very best Smile Award. Congratulations! What can I say? It's all thanks to you. My very own Smile Sensei. You seem like the perfect fit for our next Smile Intern. I'm sorry, what? Smile Intern? Not gonna happen. Oh, come on! Well, you're welcome to submit an application if you ever change your mind. In the meantime, I'll be doing my part by greeting every guest with the biggest smile I got. Yay, we are friends. Alright, we are maximum friends with her. Then I'll come by every now and then, just for that. Oh, that's right. I need to show you what's on the secret menu now that you won. Yeah, what do I get? You get the legendary smile set. If it doesn't fix your smile in place, then it doesn't belong in your face. Now then, how can I help you today? I honestly do not need anything. Like, look, in the previous run, we made friends with you. We bought everything. We are at full health. We need basically nothing from you. But good to know you. Yeah, hi, goodbye. We had a good time. It was fun. We smiled. Here, we'll take a picture for old time's sake. Just for the memories, we'll take a picture. For old time's sake, we'll take a picture. There we go. That's good. All right. Find more cats. I don't think the cat hunting is until later. I think the cat hunting part is later. Because I can't remember. I think this is one of them that has the like cat cafe. That might be one of the Yakuzas though. I don't know. There's so many of these games. All right, let's find another friend. Let's go talk to the wet kitchen guy again. See if he's happy with our idea to collaborate with another business.
Oh, Yagami-san, you're right on time.
Hey, and you're Furuya-san from Wet Kitchen, right?
Yes, I wanted to thank you for your participation earlier. So I submitted your idea to corporate, and they were so impressed. They greenlit it right away.
Wow, that was easy. Wow, they're really going to go through with it.
Yes, except for one problem. They can't decide on which store to work with. After all, we're basically asking our rivals to cooperate with us. Not many stores would be open to that idea.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be easy.
What to do?
Maybe I should be on the lookout for the kind of restaurant he needs. That should help him out plenty. If I remember the original playthrough, it's this one? The Wild Jackson, maybe? Well, let's go visit with them. Because I don't think we've even introduced ourselves. It's like, I can't remember, but I thought this one was one of them that had the cat cafe. Like, it's mahjong. It's actually food. Let's see. Smoking areas. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of something else, but there is cat food in like the stores. So it makes me think that it has something to do with that. Well, let's talk to the person inside the Wild Jackson. Can't remember if we talk to them or if there's a guy upstairs. Nope. Not a guy upstairs. Alright, let's talk to the guy. Yep, it is the guy right at the counter.
Welcome, sir.
Do I have to buy anything? Here, let's see if I back out. It'll start the thing.
Thank you.
Fine, we'll buy something. We'll have an orange juice. It's healthy, vitamin C and whatnot.
It's the spot. Back to it.
ありがとうございました。
Okay, is that? Oh, and we're upstairs because that's, you know, that's where you eat in a place like this. Okay, wait. Okay, finally, cutscene.
Excuse me, but may I have a moment of your time?
Sure.
Okay. I'm Takio Inose, manager of Wild Jackson, in which you have just eaten. Look, I'm in a terrible bind here. If you'd be so kind as to share your thoughts on how to improve our restaurant, I would be forever in your debt.
You know, Takio, maybe you need to work with the other restaurant. This guy looks like he's about to have a meltdown. Maybe talking to him will calm him down. Head out or lend an ear. Lend an ear. I guess I could share a few thoughts.
Oh, you're a godsend. So, what advice can you give me?
You're looking to make it better. I mean, I already enjoy the food. Are you not making enough profit or something?
Yes, we've been hit hard by our rival wet kitchen. Our profits have been tanking. And with sales as low as these, corporate's been dangling the idea of termination over my head unless I turn things around.
Ouch. I had no idea things were that bad.
I guess I didn't need to hear all... I guess you didn't need to hear all that. Sorry to trouble you.
Well, now I understand why you're worried. Anyway, is there anything in particular you wanted feedback on?
Hi. Yes, I was hoping to present some potential improvements to our store. Possibly the rest of the chain. Tell me, is there anything that about Wild Jackson that strikes you as mediocre, or perhaps even unappealing?
It's pretty tough to say. I can't really think of anything specific. Maybe you should ask a customer who hasn't been here in a while, or someone who doesn't eat here anymore, period.
Wow, that would be ideal. But how would I even begin looking for someone like that?
Come to think of it, I do remember seeing something about Wild Jackson while scrolling through chatter a while back. I imagine if there were any complaints online, they'd be on social media. Maybe I can use those as clues to turn this place around. Besides, I already have a lead, so I may as well lend a hand. Seems like this guy's got it pretty rough as it is.
Excuse me.
I have an idea, Sai-san. One of my friends is really good at finding things on social media. Why don't we start there?
Huh? You're really gonna help me out?
Yeah, if there's any information that needs finding, we're your go-to guys.
Thank you, kind sir.
Tsukumo should be at Mantai as usual. We'll have him check out Wild Jackson's reputation. Let's go do that thing. Alright, where is that from here? Okay, he's here. Run! Just mow people down. Yeah, I don't care to fight you. Will they even come in the business? Will they even let me in the business? Okay, it's like... Yeah, this is so far in the business, they're not even... Oh, really? Are they gonna actually come up here? Okay, good. I'm like, I don't actually want to fight them.
Hey.
Tsukumo, do you have a sec? I don't even remember what his voice was.
Hmm?
Oh. What do you need, Yagami?
I'm helping out this guy who needs some research. Can you do your thing?
Leave it to me.
You mean chatter search?
There we go.
Sure. What do you want to look up?
I need to figure out what people are saying about Wild Jackson recently. Limit the posts to within this past month.
Okay.
No prob. I'll push it to your phone.
Yeah, it's like, now I vaguely remember like his voice. Because he has like an audio cue, like because he talks a little bit, it's just like vaguely pleasant. That's like the voice that I get for him. This is a lot of hits. Anything we can use to narrow it down?
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is Yagami. Yeah, I need to find out why Wild Jackson's sales have been going down. I should choose more specific keywords. Something logical that would bring up the most relevant posts. Let's see here. Tastes like ass. Wow. That's, are there a lot of relevant posts about it tasting like ass? Let's talk about the specials. Right? Can you put specials as a keyword?
Huh?
There we go. Most of these posts do seem to be asking about new specials. Perhaps they haven't done any promotions lately?
Gotcha. If people get bored with the same old menu, they might stop coming in as often, which would naturally impact Wild Jackson's revenue.
Naturally.
Sounds like you hit the nail on the head.
Then I guess the case is closed. Thanks, Tsukumo. I got what I needed.
Glad to be of service. Feel free to ask for my assistance whenever you need it.
Yay, let's go tell that guy the thing. Run! Run! Not on top of that! I don't need to fight you, but I will, 'cause it's fun. Excuse me, sir. Would you like a bicycle? No, wait. Would you like a road cone? Okay, would you like an additional road cone? Yeah, smashing bicycles. That's, you know, that's kind of how these games tend to work. How you doing tonight, Suzo? I'm just gonna keep throwing stuff at him. Look at this guy, hiding behind the wall. Like that's gonna help him. Let's take this sign. Hello, sir. No! Oh, I didn't get a chance to beat him up. It's fine. Wait, there's a thing on the ground. We missed it. Oh well. I'm doing alright. My, he was just like, he noticed that we had been in a fight, and we stopped being in a fight, and then I'm just like, kick. I'm doing alright. I just started the replay of this yesterday. We're doing new game plus, so it'll go kind of quickly, at least compared to the original run. My throat is a little, but should be okay. All right, let's see if we can help the ma'am. You're going into Wild Jackson. I'll just push you right in here. All right, sir. I got an idea. Oh, what did you find out?
Yep.
Let me ask you something. When was the last time Wild Jackson came out with any new promotions?
Huh? Actually, now that you mention it, it's been quite a long time.
Well, seems like people are wondering, what's the next big thing for Wild Jackson? They're hungry for something new.
That
actually makes a lot of sense. We've definitely been slacking in the creative department lately. At least I have. Forget I said that. Anyway, I'm gonna gather more info that supports your findings and report to corporate at once. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh, by the way, I want to thank you properly for all your help. May I have your name?
This is Yagami.
I'm Takayuki Yagami. As for thanking me, all I really want is to try your new special. Oh, once it's ready. Sure. Until then, I'll get busy making Wild Jackson as best as it can possibly be. Yay, we are some amount friends. Okay, I don't think we... Like, usually we can't do anything again right away, but let's see. Ah! Oh, wait. Well, he's just ready to be more friends immediately. Oh, Yagami-san, it's you! I recognize you from standing right in front of me and talking to me just a moment ago. Yeah, how's business these days, Inose-san? Not bad, but it could be better. I'm having trouble thinking of any new ideas for upcoming specials. It pains me to admit it, but there's not a lot you can do with the chicken patty. Wet Kitchen, on the other hand... Ah, that's right. Wet Kitchen gives you a pretty stiff competition, don't they? Yes, particularly the one on West Taihei Boulevard. They've been our main competitor for many years. Give in to pessimism. Wow. Give in to pessimism or try to be optimistic. Wow. Okay, yes, let's... maybe we try to be optimistic here, you know? That's just, you know, my idea. Yeah.
Excuse me.
In that case, I might know something that might interest you. The marketing supervisor for Wet Kitchen is actually looking for a collaboration. You mean he wants to cooperate with another fast food chain? The absolute madman!
Yep.
Well, he was organizing a new promotional campaign, and his idea got selected. So, maybe he's not so mad after all. However, he went all in on the promotion thinking he could find another partner on the fly. And if you're having trouble coming up with ideas, then this might be a good fit for you. Maybe you too will end up making something big. Inose-san? You know, I could see this working. Yes! What a novel idea! Wet Kitchen really knows their stuff! Well, I was the one who thought of it. I have a feeling this is gonna be a winner! I'll go ask permission from the corporate and contact the Wet Kitchen right away. Then be sure to ask Furuya. He's the guy in charge over there. Furuya, got it. Thanks so much. Hey, we are more friends. Okay, do we talk to him? Can we just straight up talk to him again? Immediately? We'll go out and come back in. Oh, boy, look at us. We'll walk around a little bit. Oh, hi. Do you have anything more to talk to? Oh, no, I actually can't talk to him. Let's go find the Wet Kitchen guy. He was over this way. Let's see if he wants to talk. Oh, he does. Good. And again, I do not remember his voice. Every time. Like, honestly, these guys have so many voices. Like, I have a limited amount of voices, but I completely forget every one of their voices, basically. Like, seriously. That was the biggest problem I had when I was doing the Yakuza series. I could not, for the life of me, remember the voices that I gave them. Like, I'd give them a voice at the beginning of a cutscene, at the beginning of a mission. By the end of the mission, when they were talking again, I had nothing. I could not remember any of it. So it was just like, voice. Yes, that. For you, son, did you find a good place to collaborate with? I'm afraid not.
It's difficult when it comes to finding good food, good fast food.
If I run across a potential partner for him, I should give him the heads up. I have a partner. Come on. Where are you, son? Really? I literally just... Okay. Let's see if that little bit of time away was enough. Get out of my way. I have friends. I have to make friends with people. Nope. Okay, I guess we'll talk to the guy over here in the shop. Excuse me, sir.
Welcome.
Ooh, let's have a beer. For no particularly great reason. Other than to trigger the thing. Trigger the event.
Good stuff. Back to it.
Hey, that was delicious. It was a beer.
Thanks.
I need a voice, and I don't have one.
Thanks. I noticed you've been here a couple times.
I've been here one time, and I bought a beer. Yeah, I swing by every so often.
Cool. I'm how you shoot. By the way.
Hi.
You got yourself a name, partner?
You can call me Yagami.
Yagami-san. Oh, okay. So, I'm new here in Japan.
Yeah, I've just suddenly started to slide into, like, surfer voice for some reason. Did you just arrive or something?
Actually, I've been here for a while now, but it's still all new to me.
That makes sense. It does take time to adjust, especially when you're right in the heart of downtown.
You got that right. Well, never thought I'd end up in Kamurocho of all places. I started off listening to Japanese music. I'd look up words I didn't know, studying them as much as I could. Next thing I knew, I ended up here, mastering the language that moved my heart. Still, I got a long road ahead of me.
Well, I think you're doing just fine. Take it one step at a time. I'm sure you'll be all right. Good luck, Shu.
Thank you very much. Please come again.
Yay, some amount of friend. Like, here's the thing. Like, I don't know if I have to talk to him or to trigger the thing. It's like, do we have to buy another thing or what? Like, I don't know how some of these businesses trigger when it's the actual guy right there. Oh, we're gonna get drunk. Just drinking some beer over and over.
It's the spot. Back to it.
That was good.
Thanks. Glad you came by.
Your Shu, right? We met the other day, like literally 5 minutes ago. Getting used to Japan yet?
Yes and no. To be honest, I'm finding Kamurocho kind of dangerous.
I hate to say it, but around these parts, it is.
Welcome to the jungle. You know, a woman got shot in the city just the other day.
Oh, that sort of stuff only happens once in a blue moon.
It'll be okay. I know. Danger won't stop me from liking Japan any less.
Though, I probably should mention, people do tend to get a bit punchy around here. It happens on the regular.
What do you mean by punchy?
Oh, that just means people get into fights all the time.
People fight here all the time? That's not good.
My advice, if you're about to get dragged into something shady, Just book it. Oh, thank you for the meal.
またね。
Okay, then. I'll do that. Hope to see you again soon.
Okay. Let's walk outside and walk right back inside and eat another something. I don't know how much drinking we can do because we are already four drunks.
いらっしゃいませ。
I think one of these two will get me less drunk. I just forget which one. Here, we'll eat a coleslaw. Just have some coleslaw, you know, like you do. Don't you just step into stores and be like, yes, I would like one small coleslaw, please, and then you just sit at the table.
Back to it.
Is that not enough? Is that not enough for you? That one small coleslaw not enough to make you happy?
いらっしゃいませ。
Here, we'll have some soup. How about some soup?
Ah, it's the spot. Back to it.
Okay. Not triggering the thing. Okay, we'll just have another beer, I guess.
いらっしゃいませ。
What could possibly go wrong? We'll just get drunk in your business.
Back to it.
No? Alright then. We'll have to come back later. Alright, let's see if this guy wants to team up with Wet Kitchen. Nope. Alright. Where else do we got? Is there... Oh, there's a Popo down here. We could go buy some stuff from the Popo to increase our friendship. I think that's basically how this one works. Oh, hey, it's that guy. He's always trying so hard at his Japanese. Trying so hard.
いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, yeah, the music. A music fair?
はい。
That's right. Get 1 point for every 700 yen you spend. Once you get 10 points, we'll give you a nice new record. A record? Like an LP? Yes. Furthermore, each Popo in Kamurocho has a different record to give away. You have a record player back at the office. Remember to do lots of shopping at Popo. So everything I buy at Popo counts towards a prize. Not a bad deal. I mean, what do we actually even need from them? Like, we don't need, but we can buy several cigarettes, I guess. Because I know those are, just generally speaking, relevant. There's cat food. I don't remember what we need the cat food for, but yeah, if it's available in here, it makes me think that's part of, like, something. Here, we'll buy, I don't know, an Oden. Thanks! With your purchase, your points have gone up by 4. Let's just buy it all. Let's just buy all of our points. Let's buy our friendship. Sell me your friendship.
いらっしゃいませ。
I would like to buy 1 friendship, please. Ooh, sake. I'll buy another, like, several of that. What do you think we can hold? Alright, with today's purchase, they've gone up by 8. Alright, we are maximum friends. We are friends with Dwayne. Congratulations! You managed to reach 10 points. Heck yeah. Here's our limited edition record. Thanks. Oh, and 500 points. That's I think the real peak. You know, is the real perk of this. It's like 500 points. That's nothing to scoff at necessarily. What is there in here? Again, still this move. Like, I do not need that move. Oh yeah, drone-related stuff. You know what, sure. Just to get it. Alright, let's go find another friend. Let's go find someone to be our friend. Someone down here at the sushi gin. Be my friend! I want you to be my friend! Get out of my way! I'm trying to make friends! Excuse me, do you have any friends in here? Because I would like one. Yeah, you're nice, but I like this guy that I want to become friends with. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, chair. Okay.
Oh, welcome, sir.
What's the most simple thing I can buy from them? That'll hopefully... Ooh. I don't know what chef selection pudding is, but let's have a pudding. Yay.
Good stuff.
We had some pudding. Is that enough? Okay.
Hey, Yuzumo. The customer's about to leave. Aren't you forgetting something?
Eh?
Huh? Like what? Don't tell me you still don't remember.
No. I do. In fact, I'm doing the thing. Right now. Well, guess I better get going. Oh, before you go, there's something I need to serve you. Hmm? And, what would that be? I have to, serve you something that comes at the end of the meal. Oh? Like what? You know, every sushi restaurant serves it at the end. The thing. That thing. Come on. I'm sure you know what it is. Just let me know. I'll be happy to get it for you. Don't tell me. This guy doesn't know what to serve, so he's trying to coax the answer out of me. Would a sushi restaurant serve at the end of a meal? The restroom key. I don't actually know the answer to this. I really don't know the answer to this. Like, I know it's not the restroom key. The restroom key is very clearly a joke answer. Like, ginger? Maybe. The hell, Rito. Like, we can try it. Like, hand towel seems like it could be right, but then again, you might be eating with chopsticks. So, yeah, let's try the ginger. Are you talking about ginger? Sure! Boss, I need some ginger for this fine gentleman.
Dumbass, you're supposed to serve green tea. We serve it at the end to help cleanse the palate from the oil of the fish. I told you 1,000 times.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, I'm the one who told him the wrong answer. Can you, go a little easy on him?
Is that so? Well, I suppose that's fine, but you're not getting off the hook. You're not getting off the hook next time. Yuozumi.
Yes, sir.
すみませんでした。
Sorry you had to cover for me just now. I can only imagine how hard it is working at a sushi bar.
いえ
Yeah, especially because my boss makes up his own weird terminology. It's nearly impossible to memorize. You'll see what I mean. Alright, Kenta, let's become friends. Interesting. I guess I'll be seeing you around. My name's Yagami, by the way.
八神さん
Nice to meet you, Yagami-san. I'm Kenta Uozumi. And please, don't let my lack of knowledge keep you away from our store. You're fine. Besides, sushi here is too delicious to keep me away.
ありがとうございました
Yagami-san, thank you again for dining with us today. Okay, let's walk out and walk back in again. Well, good luck. Walk in. Oh, that's not the way. The door is this side. Walking around, spin around a little bit, and let's go eat another food and see if that can progress this storyline.
いらっしゃいませ
Welcome, sir.
Let's have, what is this? Clear broth with condensed seafood stock. Okay, let's have one of those, I guess.
Ah, it's the spot.
Hey, Yozumi. I need the bean juice restocked.
え
Huh? Bean juice?
は
Don't tell me. You forgot again?
No, of course not. In fact, I'm restocking it right now. Thanks for the meal.
八神さん
Yagami-san, please, wait. Do you know what he means by bean juice? Hey, why do you keep asking me? I'm your customer, man. But if I ask anyone else, they always get mad at me. So, sheesh. Some chef you are. How did you even get hired? It's not that important. That's not what's important. Yagami, please, just tell me, what does he mean by bean juice? Bean juice. Huh. Could be sauce made out of some kind of bean? Like, of these answers, I'm saying it's probably soy sauce, right? Because honey makes no sense. Hummus isn't a juice. Wasabi, again, is... It's a solid thing, right? It's that... So, soy sauce. Where... Soy sauce sounds like the right answer. I think is the right answer. Let's go with soy sauce. 'Cause I can't imagine anything else being, like... I think he's referring to soy sauce. It's made from fermented soybeans, and since this is a sushi restaurant, I doubt it'd be anything else. Interesting. Thanks for breaking it down like that. Moreover, you saved me from a chef's verbal assault. I'm thankful for that more than anything.
Hey.
Still getting the hang of things, huh?
Hi
Yes. It hasn't even been a year since I started. I used to live overseas because of my parents. I even went to school there. Spoke an entirely different language. This is my first time living in Japan. Oh. So that's why you haven't learned your way around a sushi bar yet. That's right. I'm not used to hearing any terminology that's different than what I know. That makes a lot of sense. Thanks again for being patient with me. I hope I'll come by. I hope you come by again soon. Yay. Alright, let's walk outside, walk around in circles a little bit, and then walk right back inside and buy, I don't know, soup? Sure thing. Wow, I did not want to go down that wall. I wanted to go right back into this restaurant. Hello, sir. You might recognize me from being here 5 minutes ago.
Welcome, sir.
Let's have lobster soup.
Good stuff.
That was amazing.
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san! So sorry to do this to you again, but...
Hmm?
What's going on this time? The chef told me to put away the sandals? Well, what do you think that could mean? Seriously, why do you keep asking me? Sandals. What item in a sushi bar would possibly resemble sandals? Probably your shoes. Use chopsticks. He meant vandals. Okay, I'm pretty sure he means the plates. Because, you know, the plates have, like, the... Like, I guess, they look like sandals. They've got, like, the two bottom parts, and then they've got, like, the slats across the top. Right? That's how that works. It's the wooden plates you serve the sushi on. When you look at them from one side, it looks like a wooden sandal, right? Oh, I get it. That's why the boss calls it that. Wow, you really know your stuff. Thanks to that, I can avoid getting chewed out, at least for today. Sorry for always bugging you. I should know all this by now.
Hey.
You really should stop asking customers for help. Have you ever thought of studying your job? For example, try taking notes on what he tells you, and then you go home and review it. You have a point there. Maybe I've been doing it all wrong. Oh no! I thought we were going to become complete friends. Hope I wasn't too harsh on the guy. I thought we were going to be... Whoa, wait. Look, I thought we were going to be friends. What the heck is that? Sushi with salmon eggs scattered over sushi rice. Whatever, sure. Like, all these businesses that we had to go to before to get all of their, you know, all their stuff, it's just like, yes, we have had everything from their restaurant. All right, boss. I served the green tea, dropped off all the checks, refilled the bean juice containers too, and I made sure all the sandals are washed, dried, and ready to go. Is this the same Uozumi-kun that couldn't tell his shoes from his sandals? Sound a lot more confident now. 5 minutes into the future.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, actually, I ended up taking your advice. I started studying a lot harder. We are friends. Take notes right away, review it before the day is done, something like that. Yeah, glad to see it's working. Oh, I know just the thing. So we recently started stocking this really high-grade tuna, right? It's a special domestically raised species, which means our supply is limited. But I'll tell the chef to bump you up to VIP status, Yagami-san. You can have it whenever you like. No kidding. Then I'll look forward to it. Domestically raised tuna. Can't wait to try it out. can almost guarantee you I already have tried it. That's all of the friending that I needed with those guys. Oh, God. Oh, no, not... Oh, okay, that's just the Popo. And I'm like, I was worried it was the LaMarche, which is what this is. God, LaMarche is so expensive. I hope all we have to do is, like, walk in and out of the LaMarche, because if we have to actually, like, buy stuff... Oh, whoa. The Wild Jackson guy, there's nothing from Wild Jackson, but there's two things right here at the wet kitchen. So it looks like the wet kitchen thing is ready to continue. But let's go over to this Popo real quick. Time to unwind with some Kamuro of the Dead. Yes, hello. I would like to buy a whole bunch of your stuff. Alice. Yes, your music fair. I've heard about it. Your records are very, very good. I would like to buy enough stuff to you give me a record. Okay, 700 yen will get me a point. So we just need to buy 7,000 yen worth of stuff. That's all we need. 7,000 yen worth of stuff. Okay. I'll just buy a hug bomb. Why was that 10,000 though? Experience a hug in liquid form. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like, that's really kind of weird. That's a thing. Just a little bit up. Just because it's blocking it just enough to bug me. Heated or chilled? There we go. Yay, we are friends. Give me the record. Yay. And a whole bunch of points. Nullifies the effect wind has on the drone. I mean, sure. I don't I don't remember doing a lot of drone related stuff, but it doesn't sound bad. What are we missing here? Like, we don't have the book for that. Capture a 2D code somewhere in the city. Skill book. For no reason other than just to take care of getting it. Alright. Let's go see how bad LaMarche is. If they need us to buy stuff, it's gonna be bad. Oh no. Hello, sir.
いらっしゃいませ。
Hello. Welcome, sir. God, everything is so expensive. Do we actually... That's probably why we have all the earrings and crap that we have. God, it's so expensive. Yeah, we have like all of their cheapest stuff. Probably because we needed to buy it to get the friendship.
「 ありがとうございました。 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 ありがとうございました。
I just bought stuff from you. Why aren't you my friend? Be my friend.
いらっしゃい
Oh,
ませ
there we go. Welcome back. No, wait. Like, something fancy. Oh, welcome back. Always a pleasure to have you, sir.
Huh?
Huh? You actually remembered me? But of course. I remember all the names and faces of my valued customers. Call it a policy of mine. Hey, that's classy. I like it. Thank you. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with. Please let me know if there's anything I can help you with. My name is now Taro Terahara. Hi.
This is Yagami.
I appreciate that. I'm Yagami, by the way.
あの
Let me ask you, Yagami-san. Let me ask you, Yagami-sama. Would you be interested in a custom-tailored suit? Well, that would be nice. But I don't really dress formal anymore. Is that so? I personally think you'd look quite handsome in a properly fitted suit. You sure you're not just buttering me up? Ha, no, sir. My compliments are 100% butter-free. I pride myself in making every suit unique to match the customer's needs. So, if you ever need to spiff up your overall appearance, I'd be more than happy to assist you. Well then, whenever I need a suit, I'll come looking for you. Excellent. Then I'll be awaiting your visit. So, do I need to buy more stuff to trigger the thing or not? Because he shows up, he has a thing on the map.
いらっしゃいませ
Here, we'll buy another thing. We'll buy these earrings that are $10,000. Or I'm sorry,
あり
10,000
がとうご
yen.
ざいました
Get out of my way.
いらっしゃいませ
We're just gonna have to come back when we need to, I guess. Don't know for sure what we gotta do for that guy. Like, we just need his help in some way. Alright, let's find another business. Let's go find someone else to be our friend. Kyushu #1 star. Oh, good old Kyushu #1 star. You want to fight me? You really want to fight me? You want to fight me? You want to fight me? Have you seen this bicycle right here? No, check out this bicycle. Seriously.
And stay down.
I have a bicycle. Stay down. Wait, can we actually go in this business? Or is it all just plot? Yeah, it's all just plot related. Can't remember. Is this the one where the guy is trying to formulate he's trying to make the formula for Kyushu #1 star, but like the to-go menu version? That might be one of the Yakuzas instead. I can't remember. What was the... Oh, the bloop was that I arrived at my location. Welcome, welcome! Can I take your order? Let's just have some fried rice. We're just gonna walk in and have a little fried rice, you know, like you do. Just order some basic fried
Good
rice.
stuff. Back to it.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. Come back again.
Compliments to the chef.
ありがとうございま
Why,
した。
thank you.
I do not have a voice for him. I got nothing. Like, I don't know where to go with his voice.
Why, thank you.
That's it? He doesn't get a real name? He's just Kyushu #1 star owner? Seriously. You're Chasu? Or you're Chashu? Incredible.
Oh, yeah? Glad to hear it. A lot of people compliment our ramen, but to be honest, not too many people mention our chashu.
Huh. Wonder why.
It's the strangest thing. We put as much effort into our chashu as we do our ramen.
It's probably why it tastes so good.
I'll let you in on the secret. We do add a little special ingredient that you probably wouldn't expect.
Oh? What would that be?
Take a while to guess.
I get a hint.
All right, let's see. Normally, you'd add sugar to sweeten up chashu, but here you are using something else. What do you think that could be?
Substitute for sugar, huh? Honey? Like, high fructose corn syrup does not sound like something you'd be like, we sure do add high fructose corn syrup to it. Like, also, mayonnaise and MSG. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's go with honey. Honey seems like it could be an alternative to sugar. Honey?
Aha! You must have quite the refined palate to figure that one out. With the right amount of honey, you can make nearly any cut of meat drip with sweet, tender goodness.
I see. Now that you mention it, that chashu was dripping with sweet, tender goodness.
Ah, indeed. Say, what's your name?
This is Yagami.
I'm Yagami. It's nice to meet you.
Yagami-san, huh? This pleasure's all mine. I hope to see you around more often.
You bet. See you next time. Let's walk outside and walk right back inside again, because, you know, that's how you become friends with someone. You just keep walking in and out of their business and buy stuff from their place. Hello. Be my friend.
いらっしゃいませ。
Yeah, the chashu. Tasty ramen topped with succulent, thin slices of roast pork. What's that? They got it in a bowl on ramen, and then they've got here just in a bowl of rice.
It's the spot. Back to it.
ありがとうございました。
Come back again.
Like, was that too cheap of an item? To trigger the next thing?
いらっしゃいませ。
You know what? Fine. We'll have the rice.
Good stuff. Back to it.
ありがとうございました。
It's not working. Out for me. I can't tell if they want to be friends or not.
いらっしゃいませ。
We have plenty of money anyway. It don't matter. At least this isn't like that one Yakuza game where you could only eat so much or only drink so much.
Back to it.
Because that was a bit much.
ありがとうございました。
No? Alright then. I really hope that would progress the thing, but nope. Okay, what do we got? We got a Popo up here, and we got a Conrai Steakhouse. Let's head up that direction, I think. Let's see, Shellac and Earth Angel are over here. I know those ones. I have not actually completed all of the purchases. Wait, Little Asia. What's in Little Asia? Oh, Shogi. I care nothing for Shogi. Well, I guess I have some amount of disdain for Shogi. We'll go up to this Popo, spend, what was it, 7,000?
Guess we're doing this.
That was fast. He's just like, yep.
Really, guys?
It wasn't even a fight. Didn't even try to be a fight. Blah blah blah, music fair, blah blah blah, record, blah blah blah. Buy some stuff. Maximum friends. Alright, Conrai is right down the way here. Ooh, in this game, the parking area here is cut off on that side. Forgot how it works. Let's see, is this one? Let's. Did they hide a QR code or something in here? Oh no, it isn't cut off on this side. I just can't see. Let's see, we don't have our drone available just to use in the middle of the city yet. What the heck are these people? Hosts hangout. What? Huh? You need something, dude? Oh, no. Sorry. Another host done with a hard day's work. Probably shouldn't bug him. That was weird. Yeah, that was really weird. Just buy some grilled garlic? That's a thing? Just get some? Here, we'll buy the kimchi combo. That sounds more like an actual thing.
Good stuff. Back to it.
Is that it? You're not actually gonna, like, want to be my friend? Alright then. I mean, let's buy one more expensive thing just to see.
いらっしゃいませ。
Boy, I sure would like to buy Harami.
Ah, it's the spot. Back to
Be
it.
my friend. Be my
ありが
friend.
とうございました
Be my friend. Be my friend. Be my friend. Be my friend. Damn. Why won't you be my friend? Alright. Let's see. Let's go introduce ourselves to whoever it is down here. Remember, we got Dark Game up there. Cafe Migliore. So we got two places right there. Kyushu #1 star is now so far away. We'll go over here. See what we can find over here-ish.
You asked for it.
That is still brutal.
What a waste.
Oh, it's easy money. Look at them, and they're cheering me on. I guess not this one. It's inside? You, be my friend.
いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, you know, I didn't mean to stare. Please, forgive my rudeness. You're rude? I mean, you didn't seem like you were staring, but... Yeah, hi, be my friend.
いらっしゃいませ。
Latte, just a croissant. Let's let's just go into the place and buy some toast. You know what? Let's actually buy toast and some cappuccino. It'll be fine. Toast and a cappuccino, you know, like you do.
Good stuff. Back to it.
ありがとうございました。 いらっしゃいませ。
It's good to see you back again.
ごめんなさい。
I apologize for staring at you at last time. You just seem like you have such a big heart. Sorry, don't mind me.
いらっしゃいませ。ごめんなさい。
That was weird. I was like, be my friend, but they were like, whee! Okay, I guess they're not gonna be my friend. So I have no idea what that one is. Let's go down here-ish. Actually not a business? Like, I know this business from the vampire thing.
Excuse me.
Table for one, please. Hey, excuse me. Someday, Miharu-chan, it'll be just you and me. Hey! Whoa! I mean, welcome, sir. How may I help you? I'm a customer, or at least I'm trying to be. Can you take me to my seat now? I'll have a coffee. Of course. Please, right this way. I apologize for earlier. I'm normally on the top of my game. Here's your order.
Hey.
It's fine, but, is everything okay? Well, to be honest, I can't stop thinking about Miharu-chan. So, I keep spacing out on customers.
Hmm?
Miharu-chan. She your girlfriend or something? Nah, I wish. Her name is Miharu Shima, and she started as a part-timer here pretty recently. Unfortunately, she sees me as just another coworker. God, she's totally my type, too. I do get where you're coming from, but I think you should put your job first. That's what pays the bills, right? Yeah, I know. Sorry to bug you with this stuff. As an apology, your order today is on me. Hey, thanks. What's your name? Norimoto. Norimoto-kun? Huh. Miharu-chan. Hopefully you two work it out.
Hi.
I hope so too. Thanks again. See you later. Yeah, there was a business like right next door or something that I think also had someone. Hello, sirs. Knock down all their walls. I don't know if we can progress this. We have to wait until it's nighttime or whatever. A baguette. We'll just have a baguette, you know. Don't you ever just go into a restaurant and be like, yes, I will have
It's
one
the spot.
the bread.
Back to it.
Okay. Clearly we need to come here, I think, during the night? I think that was one of them where we have to come back during the night or something. Or day. Yeah, we have to come back during a different time. Okay, where is whatever that is? It's not that. Okay, there's a Smile Burger. That's what the other one is. Just double checking if there wasn't anybody up here. Let's go to the Smile Burger, where all the smiles are something.
いらっしゃいませ。
Hello. Welcome to Smile Burger, home with a free smile. Yeah. Oh, salad. You know what? No. I will have a good old Smile Burger, like you do.
Good stuff. Back to it.
ありがとうございました。
Yagami-kun.
Ah.
Oh. Tomiyaka-san. That's Rie Tomiyaka. Tomioka. She's the owner of Building 1, where my office is. 3 years ago, first case I tackled after quitting my job as a lawyer and becoming a detective was for her. It was supposed to be as simple as finding her lost dog, but I guess you could say it was bad luck that the dog ended up at the site of a drug trade. It was terrible. Ever since then, she's been letting me rent a room for cheap, which helps, since I never have money. But even paying cheap rent is tough.
Excuse me.
Sorry to ask, but would you mind waiting a little bit longer for this month's rent? Even if I said no, you probably can't afford to pay me right now anyway. Am I right? That would be yes. Sorry. You are aware you have 4 million yen. But, you know, whatever. Storyline stuff. Oh, well. I'm glad you can at least afford to put food in your mouth. I worry sometimes, you know. After all, if you starved to death in your office, the building would be designated as a stigmatized property. So that's what you're worried about. By the way, Yagami-kun, in exchange for waiting on your rent for the umpteenth time, I wanted to ask you a favor. Such as? Well, I've been thinking. I'd like to utilize all our available space in the building, so I've decided to open up izakaya. You know, since our rent income isn't that stable. Well, you really got me on that one. What can I do to help? I wanted to get some feedback on the menu I've been making. I'm sure you have all sorts of useful advice. As someone who seems to know their way around the culinary world. That I can do. So, would you mind lending me a hand? Rather, your taste buds.
Yep.
Well, you treated me good for so long. Plus, you're offering me free food. And that's an offer I definitely can't refuse. How wonderful! Then it's settled. What I will do is put some dishes I'm planning to serve inside your office fridge.
お願いね。
Then, you can give me your thoughts once you try it.
Yep.
Got it. How exactly do you want my feedback, though? Just send me a message when you're free. That's how simple. How's that for simple? Perfect. Can I have your contact ID? Sure. Just a moment. Okay, there we go. I'll be counting on you from now on. Won't let you down. Better take a look at the office fridge every now and then to see what she cooks up. Okay, so that started that. It's the girl now. What's her face?
いらっしゃいませ。
Welcome. How many in your party, sir? Just me. Okay, party of one. Please follow me.
Hmm?
You wouldn't happen to be new here, would you?
はい。
Yes, I just started part-time. My name's Miharu Shima. Hi. I heard that name before. This must be the girl Norimoto-kun's been talking about.
Hey.
Miharu-chan. Got it? Yeah. I'm Yagami. I come here in here all the time, so it's nice to finally see a new face. Oh, you're a regular? Oh, wow. It's nice to meet you. To be young and in love. Guess I could help Norimoto-kun out a bit. It's refreshing to see a server who's actually enthusiastic about their job. I bet you're popular with the customers. I wish. Unfortunately, I'm not popular inside or outside of work.
Hmm?
Really? Never would have guessed. I'm sure you at least have a boyfriend, right?
はい。
Nope. But if you know any good candidates, tell them I'm accepting applications. I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding a guy, unless you're the type who has crazy high expectations. Don't be silly. I'm not that picky. Then, just out of curiosity, on a purely platonic level, what kind of guy is your type?
うーん。
He's gotta have a great sense of humor, and be a good conversationalist too. Someone who can cheer me up any time. Sounds about right. Well, I hope he turns up soon.
はい。
Me too. Pray for me, Yagami-san. Okay. Thanks for having me.
ありがとうございました。
Thanks for coming. Now we go outside, do a thing, come back, and it'll be the guy again. Let's go find something that can trigger the character change. Or just literally we walked outside and it changed. Hi! You got a customer waiting. Oh, welcome, sir. Wait, you're... Again, I have completely forgotten what voice I gave him. It's fine. Because I think I thought I gave him, like, the nervous teen kind of voice, but honestly, I don't even remember anymore.
Ah.
Yagami, at your service. Have you been, Norimoto-kun?
はい。
Not bad, I guess. Let me take you to your seat. Right this way. So, when I came here the other day, Miharu-chan was the one who took care of me.
Eh?
For real? Yeah, and it turns out she's looking for a boyfriend right now. For real? I also asked what type of guy she's into, and she likes some friendly and funny. For real? You're gonna have to do better than saying for real all the time if you want to get her to notice you. For real? Yes, for real. I'm telling you, stop saying that. Yes, sir. What can I do to make myself more interesting? Well, I'm no pickup artist, but I've developed something I like to call the Yagami System. Why? You are the real prize. A, ask lots of questions. G, go for it. A, as soon as you, M, make her feel comfortable. Last but not least, I, ignore her calls the next day. Or if you really like her, I invite her out again. Wow. Wow, the Yagami System's incredible. I'll definitely give it a try. And as thanks for your order is on me today. Yay. Thanks as always. Oh, good luck with Noromoto-kun. You got this. Yeah. Time to walk outside and walk right back in again. Like, I just want them to be my friend. And they changed. Oh, I just want them to be my friend. Be my friend. Welcome back, Yagami-san.
Hey,
Haru-chan, how are you? Same as always. I'll show you to your seat now. So, you found your special someone? Well, no. I haven't really met anyone new. Oh, wait. There is this other part-time worker, Noromoto-kun, that may be kind of interesting.
Ah,
Nice. Get in there, Noromoto-kun. Fellow part-timer, you say? Yep. I didn't have much of an impression of him at first, but as we started talking, he actually seemed pretty cool. Well, isn't that a nice coincidence? Mr. Wright has been here all along. I wouldn't say that just yet, but it would sure be nice. Right. Thanks for the meal. See you again. And now we run outside, wait for it to change, run back inside. Did he even order anything? Welcome, sir. Yo, Noromoto-kun, I'll take a coffee, same as usual. Hi, Yagami-san. I'll show you to your seat. So, seems like you and Miharu-chan are getting along pretty well.
Eh?
Huh? What do you mean? When I came in here the other day, Miharu-chan told me she's been having fun talking to you lately. Really? No way! Man, I am glad I took your advice. Did you go on a date yet? A date? No. I have no idea where to take her. Maybe, you could think of somewhere for me? Dude, why not just ask her yourself? On our first date? That would be super lame. You sure about that? Yeah! In this situation, a man's gotta play it smart and match the lady's preference. Okay. But do you even know the lady's preference to begin with?
Hi.
Nope. That's why I was gonna ask if you could find out for me.
Huh?
Wait. I have to do this? What happened to all that man talk? Sometimes, even the bravest man needs backup. Please, won't you be my wingman? I'll pick up your tab again.
yeah.
Fine. Don't expect too much, alright? You're awesome, man. Thanks. And now we run back outside and wait for it to change and come back. Don't mind me, just walking outside.
Yagami-san.
Oh, welcome back, Yagami-san.
What's up?
Hey there, Miharu-chan. Ready to be seated? Please follow me. Oh yeah, how's it going with that coworker you mentioned that one time? It's going, I guess. We do talk whenever we're on the same shift. But nothing's moved beyond that, huh? Nope. At least, we're having fun talking. Seems genuinely interested in me and, says some, pretty funny stuff. Okay. Have you guys, like, gone out anywhere? Nope. Not yet. I see, I see. So, if he was to ask you out, let's say, what would your ideal time be? You mean on a date? Guess a normal one would be fine. Define normal. Okay, how about going to look at dolphins at the aquarium?
Ah,
You like dolphins, huh? They're cute,
Hi.
aren't they? They have these little sparkly eyes and adorable little flippers. Ugh, you just die from the cuteness. Sounds like someone really likes her marine mammals. All I'm trying to say is it'd be nice to go to an aquarium with a guy who I really like. Dolphins or not. Well, I have a funny feeling you'll be able to very soon. Call me psychic or whatever. You're joking, right? Don't say such random things. Nah, I'm totally serious. Honestly, I hope your prediction comes true, Yagami-san. More friend. Thanks for the meal, Harush. Thank you. See.
ありがとうございました.
Thank you. And again, we run outside. Don't mind me, just running outside. So that I can run right back inside. That's how time works. Whenever you break line of sight with someone, that's how time passes. I can't operate a door. Welcome back, Yagami-san. Working hard, Norimoto-kun. I'll have the usual. Of course. Please, right this way. So, Norimoto-kun, I discovered Miharu-chan's dream date. And she says she wants to go see the dolphins at the aquarium. Oh, I'll show her a dolphin, all right. I mean, yeah. I'll go buy some aquarium tickets. I'll ask her right away. You're the man, Yagami-san.
hey.
Hey, if the date goes well, you should tell her how you feel at the end.
Eh?
What? Don't act so surprised. If you made it this far, you might as well share your feelings with her, right? But what if she rejects me? You can't just go in there thinking about rejection. Show her the real Norimoto-kun, a man that truly cares. Okay, I'll do my best. Come on, what kind of response is that? Show some enthusiasm. And, make sure you ask her on that date.
Hi.
Yes, sir. Followed by a romantic, heartfelt confession. Got all that? I'll do the best I can. Oh, and, before I start daydreaming about all this, I'll be happy to comp your order. Gotta pay my dues. You really don't have to do that. Just focus on doing your best.
Hi.
Oh, right. Even though I'm so nervous.
Anyway, thanks for coming today, and for the advice.
We're so close. We're almost there. We're getting them together. We are a matchmaker. We're doing a very good job. Let's go. We're doing so good. Yagami-san, guess what?
Hey.
Oh, hey, Miharu-chan. What's going on? Okay. Let me show you to your seat first, then I'll tell you all about it. All right, Yagami-san, check this out.
Hmm?
Commence checking. Just like you predicted, I got invited to the aquarium. Told you. So who's the lucky guy? Actually, it was Norimoto-kun. Can you believe it? Amazing. What a coincidence. We were talking in the back, and then all of a sudden he told me he happened to have some aquarium tickets. Isn't that crazy? You did well, Norimoto-kun. You are on the blessed path. Yeah, it's your aquarium dream come true. Enjoy the date. It's nothing like that. We're just going as friends. Oh. The two of you. At an aquarium. All by yourselves. Sounds like a date to me. Well, when you put it like that, jeez. Now I'm getting all nervous. What should I wear? Hey now. I was just teasing. Don't think too hard about it. Just be yourself. Focus on having a good time. Yeah, you're right. That's good advice. All right. We're in the home stretch. I think there's only like that one little bit left in the bars for both of them. Thanks for the meal, Miharu-chan. Hope you enjoy the aquarium. Thank you. Okay. Back outside. Get out of my way, everything.
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san, good news. Good to see you, my dude.
Well, someone's in a good mood. Oh, and you know what to get me.
You bet. Here, let me get you to your table.
Seem pretty excited about something. Wait, could it be?
It is. Thanks to your advice, I'm finally in a relationship with Miharu-chan.
Get out of here. You being for real right now?
Haha, looks like my catchphrase caught on.
Well, that was intentional.
Any case, feels like I'm walking on air right now.
Make sure to take good care, Miharu-chan. All right?
Of course, I'll make her the happiest girl in the world.
She's got you so excited that you're mixing up your words. Couldn't hurt to calm down, you know.
For real.
Yay, we are the friends.
Thank you so much, Yagami. It's on me today.
Thank you. I'll be back again.
From now on, I'll let you in on a little secret.
Oh?
There's a secret employee menu that only we get to order from. But I'll let you order off it, low-key. It's all the best stuff.
Super awesome. Yeah. Great. Wonderful. I'll try that out. I've got to leave so that I can come back and finish this whole thing. Oops. I went to run, but instead, what is that? Carbonara? Just Just some noodles. Just a bunch of noodles.
ありがとうございました。
Just a bunch of noodles. Alright. So did she have a good time too?
八神さん
Yagami-san! Welcome!
What's up?
Wow. Haru-chan, you look like you won the lottery. Really? Well, follow me and I'll tell you all about it.
Hmm?
So, what's the big news? I'm assuming something good happened? Well, yes. See, Norimoto-kun and I are officially together now. Mission accomplished. Good going, Norimoto-kun. Now, act surprised.
Huh?
Wow! Are you serious?
はい
I am! On our way home from the aquarium, Norimoto-kun confessed his true feelings. Haru-chan, he said, I see you as more than just a part-time worker. I see you as my full-time woman. That's weird. That's great. That's great. You know, Yagami-san, it's almost like you're Cupid or something.
Hmm?
What makes you say that? Because every time I told you about my love life, it happened exactly the way you said. And now, I have a wonderful boyfriend. Maybe it's all just a wonderful string of coincidences. You really think so? Either way, I am glad to have met you, Yagami-san. I hope you'll always be a regular. Yay! Maximum friend! You bet. Thanks for the meal, my heart-chan. Best of luck to you and the new boyfriend.
ありがとうございました
Thank you! Yay! We finished it! That's the thing that we did. All of those things. Let's get the hell out of here. Yay! Oh god, they're both in there. Wait, they're both in there? Why are they both in there?
Yagami-san
I'm going on a trip with my boyfriend soon. Is that a good thing?
八神さん
いらっしゃいませ。
That's weird.
ありがとうございました。
Alright, let's go. They are maximum friends. I don't even care anymore. Alright. What else down here? Pawn shop? Oh, it's Rie. What's Rie doing down there? Oh, no, wait. That's not the pawn shop. This is the pawn shop. This is where the agency is, where she left some food for us. That's what that is. Okay. Never did figure out how that's what that one is up there. Let's go up here one more try to see if we can find whatever it is that's up there. I care nothing about your wanting to fight me. Are they still following me? Okay, they're gone. It's like, I don't know. Let's just eat something. Just a nice, wonderful club sandwich. Everyone likes a good club sandwich. Sure.
Ah, it's the spot. Back to it.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。ごめんなさい。
She doesn't seem to care. I don't know how to become friends. Can I become friends by taking a picture of you? Alright, let's go somewhere else. No one pulls it off like Yusuke. I remember, did we start the thing over here? It looks like we did. Oh no! Guy just walked out of here.
Hmm?
Did something happen just now?
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san! A regular! Got punchy!
Are you okay? Calm down. Tell me what happened.
Had no money. Just booked it.
Hmm.
I don't exactly, what do you mean? All I understand was regular, punchy, had no money, and booked it. What's you trying to say here? You served a customer some punch. Someone ate and then booked it. You bought a book about punching. You're regularly out of money. Well, they ate and then booked it. Like, I get what these answers are about, but yeah, no. Let's go with the actual answer. Wait a minute. A regular who had no money, got punchy, and decided to book it?
Ah.
Are you saying a regular customer got violent with you because he refused to pay the bill and then took off?
Yes! That guy who just ran outside. He's the one. Hurry! Please, catch him before he gets away.
Gotcha. I'll be back before you know it. In theory. Because I need to make sure I do QuickTime events correctly. Hey! Get back here!
Wait a second.
I'm running as fast as it lets me! Oh, sure. You jump over all the rest of those things.
Wait a sec.
Like, am I supposed to be running faster than this?
Give it up already.
Yay, we caught them. That's as far as you go, buddy. Just settle down. We won't have to do this the hard way.
Well, I'm fucked.
Hello?
Hello, officer. Yeah, got an issue here.
Excellent work, Yagami-san. You really helped me out of a bind.
Hey, no problem.
Sometimes I have trouble speaking when I panic. I'm glad you bothered to understand me when no one else would.
It wasn't a bother at all. Even if your words didn't reach me initially.
Your feelings sure did.
We are friends.
Yagami-san, you rock. Oh, that's right. I had something to give you. It might not seem like useful at first glance, but take a look.
What is it?
I found it at a used bookstore. I thought it was pretty interesting.
The Art of Gluttony. What is this?
I bought it because I thought it would help me study. It wasn't too helpful at the end. But at least I got a kick out of it.
I see. Then I appreciate the gesture. Yay, bottomless stomach. Something I already took. It's something I took in the first playthrough. That's why we've been able to just eat and 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 eat.
Thanks again. Oh, and don't forget, come back for our delicious beef bowls. Akashimaru's still the best in town.
I'll be back for sure. Alright, another one down. Let's go, I guess, here to the Wet Kitchen, what's it? Wet Kitchen Wild Jackson people. Wait, how much XP do we have? Or whatever, SP. Ooh, if we can get up to 6,000, we can get more EX. Resolute counter. Resolute counter when stunned by an enemy attack does not activate if you're sent flying. That's fine. And again, like I said, I do not remember these two guys' voice. Like, I remember the one was nervous. Like, I remember the one guy from Jackson was nervous, and the Wet Kitchen guy, I think, just was like, just kind of like a medium-low voice.
Yagami-san.
If it isn't Yagami-san, the sandwich shop sleuth.
Good to see you, Inose-san. You too, Furuya-san.
Oh, thank you again for all your help. Come to think of it, this is the first time all three of us have met together.
It is, isn't it? That's how. So, how's that collaboration coming along?
Well, thanks to you, Furuya-san, and Furuya-san, Wet Kitchen agreed to be our partner for this project. And even our campaign just started today. It's already bringing in the big bucks.
That's great to hear.
On top of that, thanks to the increased profits, my boss has decided they won't be closing down the store. Now, I won't have to go. I won't have to have those nightmares about getting fired or getting my face dunked in the deep fryer.
That sounds bad. Don't have that nightmare. Given the option, don't have that nightmare. I'm glad you can finally work without buckling under all that pressure. Good for you.
I owe you for your valiant efforts, Yagami-san. I don't know how I can possibly repay you.
Yay. Don't mention it. I was just doing my thing.
Well, just know your contribution was vital to our success, Yagami-san. We really couldn't have done it without you.
Hey, you're too good for E-san.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for your thoughtful advice and for including me in such a well-thought-out campaign. All of us at Wet Kitchen appreciate your help. Both restaurants benefit so much by working together. Take, for instance, the fact that our company had previously put an emphasis on sales alone. By learning from a similar chain like Wild Jackson, we were able to gain more insight into our overall outlook. We want to follow Wild Jackson's example of being loyal to their main product, namely their fantastic fried chicken. Pretty soon, our negotiation became an open discussion about developing our strengths and reaching our full potential. After listening to Furui's thoughts, we started to tackle tough problems and solve them the Wet Kitchen way. Both of our companies are very grateful to you, Yagami-san.
I'm pretty sure I probably said an Inosai line in the other guy's voice, but really at this point, we've completed whatever needed to happen here. All I did was put you two together and look at what happened. Restaurant history in the making.
Perhaps you're right. Oh, I almost forgot. Late as it is, I hope you still can accept a token of our gratitude.
Money!
We hope that it truly expresses a combined appreciation of both our establishments. I guess it's a combined thank you. Though we may be separate companies, our goals are one and the same: to serve the best fast food in Tokyo. Couldn't have said it better myself, Inose-san. Anytime you want to try a new special, just come to either store. We'll start the order right away.
Yeah, I don't need it, but thanks. You know, we're friends. That's good for me. Okay. Next, there's a Papo right there. I do not remember what the hotel district up here wants with us. 'Cause that was the thing that we didn't even mess with today. So, there's a Kyushu #1 star over there. You know what? Let's go up, try to buy the stuff from the Papo. If it progresses the plot, it progresses the plot. So be it, you know? Like, yeah, if we stumble into the plot, so be it. It'll at least save my throat from what I've been doing for the last 2 hours. Oh, yeah. What was in this one? Yeah, what was in this Club Sega? We got some cube cats. Just lots of things. Kumburo of the Dead. Space Harrier. And Motor Raid. Oh, and darts. Can't remember. How does the darts work in this one? Move cursor. Confirm throw. Miracle darts. We'll just do simple count up.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's this one. This kind of one.
Nice. Yep.
Perfect. I'll try to get some bullseyes or something. It's just it moves so much, like it moves just enough that you can't like hold it still.
Nice.
Double bullseye. Can't keep it in the spot because it's so moving. Like, I just want to put it into the spot, but more double bullseye.
Nice.
Yay! 3 double bullseyes. 3 in the black. Not even a hat trick. 3 in the black, I guess. You know what happens when you get 3 double bullseyes? Oh, that was bad.
Yep.
Oh, but it came through anyway. We got it anyway. Never didn't have it. Oh, that's bad.
Nice.
Except when it goes right where... Wow, no, I can't fail. Apparently, in that case. Like, that should not have gone in. Maybe because these are miracle darts.
Yep.
Now, the only reason that score is not perfect is because I tried for the triple bullseyes. Right there. Oh, and we got 8 points for that. Yeah, we got 8 SP for that. Alright. Let's go here. And maybe we progress the plot, maybe we don't.
Out of the way.
Excuse me. I don't want to fight you. But I will. Entering a fighting stance and focusing on target. I didn't even have time to enter a fighting stance. There we go. That's enough for the thing. What? Why did you not be my friend? It's a Popo. Be my friend. Maybe they're already my friend, I guess. Oh well. Alright, let's progress the plot. Oh yeah, we were visiting over here, I guess. Ah, now time to relax my throat.
Here you go.
Hey, Yagami. The hell were you thinking sending Kaito here by himself? Guy acts like he owns the goddamn place.
All hail King Kaito.
Just sit your ass down, would you?
Oh.
Just got the call from Mafia-kun. Sounds like they're seriously gearing up for this trial. You and Shintani better be ready.
Oh, there's something back there. Can't remember. Maybe it was over here. Alright, let's progress the plot.
So, we finally have some details from the cops. Murder specifics, forensic results, even their proof that Hamura's the one who did it.
That's a lot.
Let's see it.
But first...
Hmm?
Just don't forget your role in all of this. Especially you, Yagami. At the end of the day, you're just a mercenary. The one who decides how this investigation goes is me. Understand?
You got it. It's your show. Now, why don't we look at those documents, Shintani-sensei?
That's more like it. First up is the crime scene. Around 6 a.m., morning of December 4th. Police get a call about a body in the alleyway behind a moor. The officer who rushed to the scene confirmed the corpse on arrival.
Alright. Quick search mode used to examine evidence. You'll get a complete view of the object in question. Right side, left side. Let's see. Hopefully my picture's not blocking stuff too badly. Parts and evidence you can examine. To figure out the cause of death. I'm sorry, the cause of death is probably that he doesn't have eyes anymore. Seems like a pretty, like, definitive way to have him have died.
Suspicious.
Victim was a Kansai thug, bottom feeder with the Kyorite clan. Toshiro Kume. Body had a few bruises, but the cause of death is pretty obvious. 2 puncture wounds, straight through the eyes. The cops think the murderer used something like an ice pick, pierced right into his brain.
My eyes hurt just thinking about it.
Meow.
Oh, you're telling me. Looks like the murder weapon went through Kume's eyes, and tore him out when the killer took it back. Only natural to think the Tojo was trying to make an example out of him. You know, threaten the Kyorei. So even if Hamura didn't do it, it's damn likely that someone from the Tojo clan did.
And if we can figure out who it was, Hamura will be off the hook.
What? Find the real killer? That's a step too far. Priority number 1 is proving his alibi. We do that, we're in the clear.
Something's not right. If this is where the murder happened, where's the blood?
There's pretty much no blood anywhere near the body, meaning Kume wasn't murdered in that alley. If I had to guess, I'd say he died in a moor.
Yes, but you are trying to defend that other guy. Need to figure out how they disposed of the corpse. Is there anything that would point to that? I mean, there's garbage.
Suspicious.
There's garbage bags here.
Night of the crime, an employee from another bar tossed their trash out in this alley. Around 2 a.m. Didn't see anything out of the ordinary, though. In other words, Kume got dumped sometime between 2 and 6 a.m. when the body was found.
Come to think of it, where are the victim's possessions? Wallet, cell phone. Shoes are very fancy.
Hey. What the?
Nothing was found in Kume's pockets. No wallet, no phone, nothing. Bet the murderer broke the phone. Cops tried one of those Find My Phone things, but came up empty-handed. Guess the killer at least tried to cover his tracks.
Okay. Nothing in your pants pockets. Nothing else of note.
You take a peek in the alley when you were over at Amore? Doubt there's any traces left at this point, but it's apparently just out the back. Anyway, this is Kume, just before he died.
Before the killer took his eyes.
Come on, don't say stuff like that.
So what's the prosecution's angle on this?
Well, try thinking about it in the context of the Tojo-Kyori feud. 2 other Kyori Yakuza turned up dead before this, each with their eyes gouged out. Not a far leap to assume the Tojo's responsible for all 3 murders. You follow?
There's a good chance the murders are a result of the Tojo clan versus the Kyore clan turf war.
Yep, go on.
All right. This is how the prosecution thinks it all went down. December 3rd, just around 9 o'clock. Right out front of Club Amore. An argument breaks out between Captain Hamura of the Matsugane family and Kume and Murase of the Kyore clan. Hamura and his thugs drag Kume into the club. At which point, Murase abandons Kume and flees the scene. Hamura then locks Kume in Amore for around an hour, while he and his boys beat the daylights out of the guy. Around 10 p.m., Hamura kicks everyone out, leaving only himself and Kume in the club. Up to that point, their story matches the camera footage and the testimony we have from the owner of Amore. The prosecution's story continues as follows. Once the 2 of them were alone, Hamura tortured Kume even more violently. Then, between 2 and 3 a.m., he drove a sharp weapon into Kume's eye, killing him instantly. Once he finished gouging Kume's eyes out, Hamura dumped the body in the alley behind Amore. When questioned, Hamura said, "Me and Kume left Amore around midnight. I went for a steam right after." But since no evidence can back up that claim, the prosecution doubts its credibility. 6 a.m. on the morning of the 4th, Kume's body was found. And 1 week later, they arrested Hamura. So they've got 3 things: the camera footage, the bloodstains in the club, and Hamura's Swiss cheese alibi.
Yeah.
Any of those alone wouldn't be enough to get a conviction. But with all 3, the prosecution thinks they've got this case in the bag. End of the day, to them it's just Yakuza offing Yakuza.
Guess there's a lot of reasons for them to suspect Hamura. Hamura.
Makes
Second
sense they'd
words.
see it that way. I'm more interested in what you think, though. Did Hamura actually kill Kume?
I don't know. The guy rubs me the wrong way, yeah. But I'm pretty sure he's innocent. A cunning Yakuza like Hamura wouldn't just offload the corpse in an alley like that. Too sloppy. If he really did it, forget about the eyes. You'd never even find the body.
Agreed. That's our Shintani-sensei. Prickliest guy in town. But damn if he's not a terrific lawyer.
With you there.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
I
What?
thought it sounded like a
Something wrong?
compliment.
If Hamura didn't do it, the person who did is still out there somewhere.
Huh?
We've just got to find them if we want to clear Hamura's name.
Ha! You think we've got the manpower for that? Tracking down a criminal like that takes an entire organized front. Best leaving that to the cops, if you ask me. My only job here is defending Hamura.
The lawyer's job is to prove reasonable doubt, not the defendant's innocence. To them, the truth is irrelevant.
Then what's your next move?
Gonna need some more info on the victim. Remember Kume's buddy? The one who ran off when the Matsugani boys jumped him. Name's Akira Murase, from the Kyorei clan. I want to hear what he has to say.
About what?
About what he did after he watched Kume get dragged into the club. Did he really just abandon his friend? It's hard to believe.
He's right. No self-respecting Yakuza would run off and leave his buddy to die. Murase must at least attempted a rescue, but to find out for sure, that would mean...
Come on, man. Is this the time to go knocking on the Kyorei clan's door? Sounds like suicide to me.
I bet they're out for blood after what happened to Kume.
One way or another, I want that info from Murase. Huh. You're the ones who have to figure out how to get it. That's the deal, remember?
The deal my ass. Poking a hornet's nest ain't gonna get us anything but stung.
He's right, though. Come on, Kaito-san.
Fine.
Progress.
First things first, we need to find out where the Kyorei clan's hiding. They gotta have a base or something.
Probably quickest to just go ask Matsugani-san. He's got all the real Tojo clan dirt.
Oh, I guess I'll pass. Can't exactly waltz in, being expelled and all.
Yeah, I'll take care of this one by myself. I'll call you when I'm done.
Alright, over there-ish. Anything else notable? I don't remember what's going on up at the place up here. Like food. Like, I don't remember what the friend storyline was up this way.
Wow, really?
Oh no, we took
Really,
damage.
guys?
Yagami-san!
Oh, Yagami-san! Hey, how's that entree coming along? Well, you see, What happened? You know, that new dish I've been working on? Well, I went and lost the dang recipe.
Huh?
Wait, really? Did you at least save a picture on your smartphone? Afraid not. The rule is that our recipes are always handwritten, so no one can copy our menu. And I assume no one else in the restaurant had memorized it. If they did, I wouldn't be retracing my steps. Only to realize that I'm a complete idiot. Oh, stupid, stupid, stupid. Sorry for the outburst, but seriously, I'm stumped. Of course, it had to happen during a one-man shift. You mean it's only you on the floor? Yes. That's why I can't go out and look for it. What should I do? It's supposed to be top secret. Damn. Hope no one else finds it. Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Hmm? Could you maybe, do me a favor and find it?
Huh?
Huh? But Friday, please. I can't leave the store unattended. You see, I'll repay you somehow. I promise. All right. Yes! You're the best. So, where should I start looking? Okay. The route I took to work began on Tenkeichi Street. I walked all the way to the end, took a right, and after that, then I stopped for a bit at M-Side Cafe, bought a coffee, chatted a bit, then I went down Theodore Avenue. Once I passed the batting center, I was pretty much a stone's throw away from here. I'm sure it's somewhere on that route. Got it. I'll let you know once I find it. Can you give me your contact ID? Okay, will do. I'll text you my commuting route as well. All right then. Oh boy, like seriously, I don't even know. Like, where would I find it? How would I find it? I don't know. I will undo that. Yagami-san, the route I took today was... And just explained all the things. Tenkeichi Street, made a right. M-Side Cafe, batting center, work. Got it. I'll search that route.
Not a wise choice. And stay down.
I can't remember if I needed more kills with more kills with dragon style or with the tiger style or the other style. Somewhere to go? We have 14 friends. We need 50 friends. That's a lot of friends. Alright, more tiger defeats. Oh, and I guess crane also, so we're fine.
You should go see Ma.
So we're shine on the street. I thought I saw something. In one.
Really, guys?
Make yourself comfortable and tell me if you have any other great plans. I'm not even sure what I'm trying to find exactly. Miore, Cafe Alps. Oh, there's a thing here in Cafe Alps. I didn't even see that. There's a friend.
This again?
Like they don't even stand a chance. It's like, do I look like I care about how to block attacks? So yeah, M-Side Cafe is up there, so we have not gone. We have made a wrong turn. I don't even know what we're looking for. I want to show to a good izakaya. Somewhere more adventurous. Never mind. Barkers. We're all the same. Guess they thought I was a customer. Oh. Could this be Masagawa's top secret recipe? It certainly looks top secret. He'll be happy to have it back, no doubt. That sounds like thunder. Like, how bad is the weather supposed to get? Rain, but I mean, I don't say anything horrible. Well, we'll be fine. Just drop it back at Akashimaru. Drop it off back at Akashimaru. Was that about a business trip? Business trip, here I come. Gonna hit up every, what was it, Soapland here on the thing? I mean, I guess whatever gets you through the day. Found it. Here you go.
Oh, thank goodness. You came through right in the nick of time.
Wow. I guess that makes sense for it to fill up the friendship. Careful not to lose it again now.
Hi.
I won't. At least, hope not.
Anyway, I need to get this to my part-timer and start cooking right away.
Get ready to enter a world of deliciousness, Yagami-san.
Oh, I've been ready. Alright. What was it that I missed? There's like one down here at Cafe Alps that I totally didn't even see. Wait, I saw Mr. Try and Hit Me buying a porno magazine? Oh, Mr. Try and Hit Me. Was this the one where we try to help him learn about, like, coffee or something?
Pardon me, sir, but could you spare a moment of your time? My name is Sagara, and I'm the manager of this establishment. We're currently hosting the Battle of the Alps, our special coffee cupping event. You could try out several kinds of coffee for free. There's no loss to your wallet. Sound like a fair challenge, yes?
Free coffee.
Nice. Time for caffeine buzz.
I'm sorry. Time for a nice little caffeine buzz. Let's
Yep.
go. I'm up for a challenge. How's this whole cupping thing work?
Well,
I've already forgotten what his voice was.
well then, allow me to explain the process. I will begin by describing 4 types of our finest coffees. Afterward, you will select 1 cup of coffee to drink with your eyes closed. Then, I will ask you to guess which coffee that was. Simple enough, yes?
Sounds good to me. I'm Yagami, by the way.
Before we begin, I would like to give you some tips on proper coffee cupping. The easiest flavors to recognize in coffee are bitterness and sourness. People might describe these flavors as sharp or even pungent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine what that would taste like.
Now, the tricky flavor here is richness. This can be pretty vague. This can be a pretty vague sensation.
True. I'm not quite sure what you meant by that.
In our cafe, we define richness as the following: a deep, full-bodied flavor that lingers in your mouth for a while. In other words, it certainly isn't light and lacks any sort of bite to it.
Okay, I'm starting to get it.
Tastes quite a complex sensation, wouldn't you say? It encompasses more than just what sits on the tongue, for example, how something smells or feels. Some may say its taste is all subjective, but I'm convinced it's the very reason we can enjoy it, because it is so broad. Does that not seem to be the case?
You make a valid point. There really is a lot that goes into breaking down the meaning of flavor, isn't there?
Quite so. Without further ado, I will share with you our coffees of the day. For your tasting pleasure, we're offering Java Robusta, Guatemalan, Blended Coffee, and Kona.
All right, Java Robusta. I'm not going to say it in the voice. I'm going to just read it because I'm going to be. If I try to do both, I'm not going to actually pay attention at all to what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm not going to pay enough attention to what I'm saying. I'm just going to be saying the words, and I'm never going to pay attention to what the answer to the thing would be. Okay, Java Robusta is low on acidity and recognized for its rich scent, similar to burnt wheat. Central bitter flavor, profound sweetness, given a mellow taste, isn't too rich or overbearing. Guatemalan coffee features fruity acidic flavor, which is balanced by its bitterness. Accented sweet aroma, contains perfect amount of richness, makes it irresistible. Blended coffee is what we're famous for. Generally serve this with our breakfast set. Strong aroma, sharp bitter flavor, nice little wake-up call. I would serve it in the morning. Kona, famous type of coffee from Hawaii, known for its acidity and refreshing taste. Thanks to its lack of bitterness, it's easy to drink. Gives off a light sweet scent. Actually memorized all that? That's nuts.
What can I say? I simply adore coffee's intricate delicacies. Now, please remain waiting in your seat.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Now, go on. You can only taste one sip of the coffee.
Let's see. So I should look at the chart and take note of the taste. Ah, what a sharp, bitter taste. Wow, that woke me up. That was very refreshing. So, the blend? Now, which coffee is this? If it woke him up, I'm inclined to say blend.
So you decided on your answer?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one blended, right? Yeah.
Coffee you chose is correct. You, sir, have the palate of a veritable Epicurean. Cheers to you.
I'm assuming that's a good thing.
Quite so. Now, were you able to savor the decadent, intricate facets of the coffee drinking due to keeping your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like I could concentrate more on each distinct aspect by keeping my eyes closed.
Splendid! Then I'd say this coffee cupping event I've planned has certainly done its job.
Hey.
Is there a particular reason you went with a blind taste test?
Hi.
Well, as I've hopefully demonstrated to you, I consider myself a coffee aficionado. I cherish it with all my heart. But I feel, though a lot of the people these days, they have a hard time choosing what to drink. While I do pride myself on knowing coffee's many subtleties, in the end, it all comes down to individual preference.
People should simply choose what they like, as long as the drink tastes good to them. I firmly believe that. That's why I put together a special event where people can enjoy their coffee for free. That is possibly the most inspiring coffee speech I've ever heard. And I'd honestly have to agree. Today was fun. Why, thank you. I'll be here anytime. So please feel free to challenge your perception of taste. Try our coffee again.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can max out the friendship with this guy right away. Hopefully. That way we don't have to try to keep figuring out coffee. Wait, there's a door back here? Hey, you can't just come in here. Oh, my bad. I've been scolded. What? That's weird that this is an area back here. What? Heard this thing called third wave coffee is trending. It's just hand drip coffee, right? Would we qualify as third wave coffee then? To be honest, I don't understand expensive coffee at all. It's because you haven't trained enough. Heard this thing called third wave coffee. This is weird. Like, they're just talking. I just wandered into the break room. Well then, Yagami-sama, are you ready to battle the Alps? Sure, let's do it real quick. I've been ready. Splendid. Quite so. Now, without further ado, I will share with you our coffees of the day. For your tasting pleasure, we have Mocha, Kona, Jamaican, and Blue Mountain. Mocha is distinctive, rich, bitter flavor, lingers on the tongue. It also bears a bold, fruity sort of acidity. Mixed with elegant, mellow aroma, something called Our Lady of Coffee. Kona, famous for Hawaii, strong acidity, refreshing taste. Lack of bitterness. So yeah, we dealt with that a little bit before. Jamaican, known worldwide for its deep bitter flavor, also boasts a wonderful splash of sweetness. However, its definitive characteristic is its sharp, powerful aroma, also possesses an earthy, refreshing aftertaste. Blue Mountain, esteemed as the king of the coffee beans, is one of the most popular coffees and a standard of our menu. Boasts a refined scent, smooth texture, balance of sour and bitter. Shortly with your coffee, please have a seat. I was not barely paying attention. Sure thing. I'm going to get this one wrong because I was barely paying attention to what I read. Now go on. You can only taste one sip of the coffee. Let's see, so sugar in the chart, noted the taste. This one's quite bitter, yet somewhat sweet. Oh, it's got an aftertaste, almost earthy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one wrong. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably wrong. Final answer. Very well then. Unfortunately, incorrect. Drink was Jamaican. Dang it. I thought it could have been that, but sweet flavor or the aftertaste make it stand out among the rest. Once you tried one coffee, you tried them all. Guess I better train my taste buds. Taste tasting. Come to appreciate the coffee has to offer. Please try our challenge again. And because we got it wrong, we didn't increase our friendship with him. We're just gonna grind this nonsense. That wasn't a coffee joke. That actually wasn't a coffee joke. That was completely accidental. All right, the coffees of this time are Blue Mountain, Kona, Guatemalan, and Torra. King of the coffee beans, popular coffee, standard in our menu. Fine scent, smooth texture, nice balance. Hawaii, strong acidity, refreshing taste, lack of bitterness. Guatemalan, fruity, acidic flavor, balanced with its bitterness. Furthermore, sweet aroma. Powerful bitter flavor, unparalleled full-bodied taste. Barely contains any acidity. I mean, at the very worst, I have like a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right, right? Alright, what's the taste? It's bitter. Full-bodied, too. It had some kind of exotic name. Makatora or something. Okay, then this one is Taraha. Like, the clues that they gave basically lean to the Torah. Yeah. Torah, yeah. Correct. Starting to understand how complex it can be.
Yeah.
Let's try it again. Oh, pardon me, sir. I have a little bit of your time.
Yep.
Sure. What's going on? Unfortunately, I seem to have caught a cold. One of the guests is requesting Blue Mountain. Now, normally, this wouldn't be an issue. The label on the container peeled off. I can't tell which bean is which. That doesn't sound good. But hey, I'm sure you, of all people, can tell the difference just by smell and taste alone. Well, you see, I can't smell or taste much of anything because of this awful cold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, what's going on? Oh, so that's what's going on. Make matters worse, the customer is quite particular about his coffee. He says he won't drink anything but Blue Mountain. And I refuse to serve the wrong one. Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't want to piss him off. Indeed. As such, I have a favor to ask. Could you please taste our coffee? Find out which one is Blue Mountain.
Huh?
You want me? Wouldn't your coworkers be better suited for that? We do, but they all seem to be lacking confidence and courage. I see. Well, he does seem like the type who would take a couple swings if you managed to serve him the wrong cup. Exactly. Worst case scenario, he might even demand my pinky. I doubt it'd go that far. So, how about it? Will you help me out? Coffee connoisseurs need to stick together, you know? In that case, I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Here's what I'd like you to try. It must be either of these. Can you tell which is Blue Mountain?
Yeah.
I can try. Let's start with this one. So this one's nice. Rich texture, fruity acidic flavor. It's bitter. Huh. There's a lot going on there. Like, rich texture, bitter. Fruity and acidic flavor. I don't know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's with that one. Move on to the next one. Bitter, acidic, rich, all well balanced, indistinct from one another. That sounds more like Blue Mountain, I guess, because Blue Mountain is right near the middle. It's light, pleasant aroma. Kind of make you climb a mountain just for a single sip. Was that a hint? Still, it's pretty hard. Oh, did you discover Blue Mountain? I think it's the second one. You certain?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I understand. And trust your judgment. And serve this to the guest. Hope I got it right. This coffee. Ooh. Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Why? Why is he crying? Sir, is there a problem? It tastes less than spectacular? No. In fact, it tastes just like home. What? My ma. She loves coffee. She would often buy us Blue Mountain the day after my pa's check came in. This cup tastes exactly like the ones I used to have back when times were good. That was pretty random, but I'm glad I got it right. Good show, Yagami-san. You did it. Yeah, I guess I did. Thanks for the caffeine-induced trip down memory lane. This is the best I've had in a long time.
Hi.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming in today, sir. Yay.
Yagami-san.
I know it's not much, but I prepared you a special coffee as a way of saying thanks. Wow, a special coffee? Just for me. Yes, it's considered one of the rarest coffees.
Huh?
Rarest coffee, you say?
Hi.
Yes. It's exquisite, expensive bean that can only be procured by established coffee traders. Sometimes it can cost over 30,000 yen for 100 grams, and a single cup can be sold for as much as 10,000 yen.
Huh?
10,000 yen for just one cup. Get out of here. That is correct. This fabled bean is Kopi Luwak. Kopi Luwak. Oh. It's made from beans that are harvested from the feces of the Asian palm civet, or luwak. It looks much like a kitten. You just said a word in there that, you just said poop coffee. And I'm no coffee expert, but I know that's like serious business coffee, but there's a little bit of a stigma behind that whole like poop coffee.
Huh?
What? You're telling me it's watered down cat poop? Come now. The palm civet is an exotic animal that eats ripe coffee beans as part of a regular diet. That doesn't make it that much better. These scrumptious, naturally selected coffee beans are fermented in its digestive tract and later expelled. Did you mean pooped out?
Nah.
Wow, I can only imagine what the aftertaste is like. Don't forget to finish it before it gets cold, Yagami-san. Drink up. Can't believe I'm about to sip this up. Well, there goes nothing. Whoa, this is actually really delicious. It is, isn't it? Yay, friends. 10,000 yen per cup? Definitely not something I can drink on regular. Certainly, but it does please your taste buds. We'll always have it stocked for you, Yagami-sama. After all, you're our most valued customer. No kidding. Thanks. Means a lot.
ありがとうございました。
Of course. We look forward to your next visit, sir. So you got that poop coffee? I was promised poop coffee. Where is my poop coffee?
ありがとうございました。
You promised me poop coffee. That's a good word. Oh, aren't you Yagami-san? Yeah. You're the Battle of the Alps champion the manager always talking about. Is he now? Yeah. We were just talking about the challenge and how none of us, including the customers, would ever want to do it. Our manager's a real coffee nut, so it's pretty hard to keep up with him. I see. But I guess that worked in his favor when Yakuza-looking dude like you stopped in the other day. Yeah, it was a tricky situation. There, have a seat. Coffee's on me. Wow. Coffee free of charge. How nice. Alright. We've spent basically all day today making friends. What is it over here at Conrai? Because I thought we even tried to eat over at Conrai and nothing really worked out. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save it here, and we will just hard force the story tomorrow. Yeah, we'll just hard force on the story tomorrow. Because we did some good stuff here. We made a lot of nice friends. We gained some ability points. It was good. Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. I don't know what this is. But honestly, it's only 1,000. I could totally take it, I think. We do not have enough. Yeah, let's go ahead and save. Save over this one, I guess. But yeah, I want to thank folks for stopping in. I do appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to the folks watching the VOD, whether it be on Twitch or over on the YouTube archive. I do hope you enjoy the content and that you are able to catch a live stream at some point. Follow the channel if you like. Join the Discord if you want. Both are great ways to keep track of when I do come online. You can sub to the channel here on Twitch. It helps keep the lights on. Also, over on the YouTube archive, like the video, comment, subscribe. All are good things. At least that's what I hear. I'm no expert. But yeah, I do hope everybody's taking care of themselves with everything going on. I have been somebody nowhere. You have been amazing. And I do hope to see you next time.